step by step on business. That's on my mama, watch me spin on me and split, now I can't feel it. We in the trap, we sold the city on my biddy. Take these diamonds off and show you how we lit it.
What up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Before the Horn podcast. I am your host, Dino. With me hosting, I got my boy, Khalil.
That show is good at episode 20. Let's go.
And I got my boy, Dede.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
Y'all know exactly what's about to come on, man. I missed y'all last episode. I had some things going on. I'm back again. Y'all know exactly what it is. We got 4 topics for y'all. First, we're going to do our Week 5 picks, per usual. We're getting our NFL Week 5 picks in, who we think is going to win out of each game. For our next topic, y'all know the first quarter of the NFL season is pretty much in wraps. We got a lot to talk about within that first quarter of the NFL season, what we like, what we didn't like, surprises and all. We're going to cover it all here. We have our Week 6 college football picks. We do that every week. We got to get those down, got to talk about them 5 good games. We actually got 6 this week. We got 6 big games that we got to talk about this week in college football that we think is going to be big ones. And for our last topic, we all been hearing about Caleb Williams, man. Caleb Williams' name has been buzzing around the media a lot about what he's been saying about going into the draft and everything else, yada, yada, all his money in college. Boom, we're going to talk about it here. So, Dave, let's get us kicked off with our first topic.
All right, let's get it, man. Episode 20, we are underway. Let's talk about NFL Week 5. We're going to give our picks as usual. As we are currently doing this podcast right now, the Chicago Bears are taking on the Washington Commanders on Thursday Night Football. All right, game number 1, we got another London game for the International Series. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars welcoming the Buffalo Bills to London. Who y'all got?
All right, so I'm going to be honest. This one was a toss-up with me because I like Jacksonville. I really do, but they haven't been playing too hot in the last couple of weeks. And the Bills been on fire. We seen them take down Miami, who everybody thought was the best team in the league, coming off that 70-point performance. I'm taking the Bills, man. They're red hot. I like the way they're looking. I feel like they're going to get it done in London.
It's your issue, man. You fall in love with the hype, man. I'm going with the Jags in this one for a plethora of reasons. One, Buffalo got just coming off that very emotional win over Miami. I don't care what anybody says. They put a lot of emotion to that game. They made that a priority to beat Miami, as well as they had to travel all the way to London. Jacksonville's already over there. They've been over there for a few weeks now. So I think that also is in Jacksonville's favor. And I like this. And I think Jacksonville gets it going to, this week. So I'm taking Jacksonville to win this one outright. Not gonna lie.
I wouldn't call it following the hype. It's just common sense, kind of. So I wouldn't say common sense. Let me cut it out. I'm just trying to make you mad right now. I'm gonna go Buffalo. I feel like Buffalo gonna stay red hot. I feel like it's gonna be a close game though. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. I think Buffalo continues going this on. They're going for their 4th straight win. So I got the Bills winning this one in London.
Sound good.
All right, moving on. All right, that's fine. We'll see. Moving on to the next game. We got an AFC South matchup as the Tennessee Titans, they head to Indy to face the Indianapolis Colts.
Ooh, I mean, this was another toss-up for me. I'm going to be honest with you because this isn't very 2 good football teams. If you ask me, neither one of these teams really are in contention for anything if you ask me. But I'm going to go with the Colts on this. Anthony Richardson is really shut me up right now, man. I thought he was going to be a bust. He still got a chance to be a bust. I don't want to speak too soon for him, but he's been playing pretty good. And Tennessee just really hasn't been looking too good on offense. They get it started in like the 4th quarter, which is not going to win you football games. I'm going to go with the Colts.
I'm back and forth on this one. It's a divisional matchup. But I'm riding with the Titans. Give me King Henry and them boys to get it done. They're very good at stopping the run. That's what the Colts have been doing very well. Is running the ball, especially where Anthony Richardson, him using his legs and stuff. But Titans got one of the best run defenses in the NFL. And I just like Tennessee. They've been bad in some games and good in others, but I feel like they've been real steady. You know that you know what you're gonna get from Tennessee. I think this is just one of them games that Tennessee gets the job done.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Titans in this one too. I mean, I don't really like Ryan Tannehill, but I like Derrick Henry. I feel like Derrick Henry and this Titans defense, which is good at stopping the run, like Khalil said, they're gonna get a job. They're gonna get the job done against Anthony Richardson and Colts. Now, Anthony Richardson, he has been surprising me as well. Not gonna lie, I chalked him up as a bust from the jump. I had no trust or hope or faith in him, but we'll see who comes out on top. It's a divisional game, so it's gonna be intense. All right, moving on to the next game. The New Orleans Saints, they're traveling to Foxborough to face Belichick and the Patriots.
This was another toss-up game for me, bro. This is two good defenses and two very, very shaky offenses. I really didn't know who to go with. I'm going to be honest. I was going to go with New England, but I'm going to take the Saints in this. I feel like the Saints going to have a bounce back win this week. New England, they have been looking good on defense, but their offense still shows struggle. And I'm going to be honest, I'm going to really choose the better looking offense out of the two struggling ones, and that's New Orleans.
I'm going with the Saints too.
Of course you are.
It's not.
I was about to say, we knew that. We didn't even have to ask you.
Did y'all expect different, guys?
Bro,
ladies and gentlemen, did y'all expect different?
See, this is y'all problem. Y'all think I'm biased. I'm not biased. I have everything backed by reason. Two. Okay. Let's get it. They're missing their two best defenders. They're missing their best pass rusher, Matthew Judon. He's probably out for the season. They're missing their best DB with Chris Gonzalez. He may be out. He's out for the season as well. Two, this offense has been struggling, and I feel like this is the perfect game to get it going with, a team missing their best defenders. And as well as that, people are coaching for their jobs now. There's been a lot of talk in the media. They know they have to get it together. Week 2 with Alvin Kamara into the system now. So you probably see a little bit more of him getting involved within the running game. They got him involved in the passing game. It wasn't very efficient, though. But I think they get back to some of the things that they were doing well earlier in the week. And I just like this defense overall going against Mac Jones. Like, do you really have faith in Mac Jones against potentially a top 5 defense? I know I don't. We just seen what happened to them when they played one of the top defenses in the NFL. So give me the Saints in this one.
I'm going with the Saints as well. Like Khalil said,
y'all come at me and I pick them, but like y'all both pick.
Listen, hey, bro. The very first reason you said it, the reason why I'm picking the Saints is because all the defensive injuries or injuries in general to the New England Patriots. Patriots just don't look right. Their defense was good, but they got too many injuries on that side of the ball. And I like the Saints defense against Mac Jones 100%. I don't think Mac Jones is good at all. So, hey, like you said, give me the better looking of the two offenses, like Dino said. I'm taking the Saints, Derek Carr's cheeks. All right, moving on to the next game. We got an AFC North matchup.
And then add that.
Okay, so moving on to the next game. We got an AFC North matchup. As Lamar and Ravens, they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the struggling Pittsburgh Steelers.
This is going to be a great game. As most AFC North matchups are, they're pretty good games, and 90% of the time they're very defensive, which I can see this game. I'm going to go with the Ravens in this game, really because they're bouncing back from a lot of injuries. We don't know if Odell's going to play, but they do get Rashad Bateman back, and the team is looking pretty much more healthy than it did last week. I really feel like they're going to come out and give a better showing. Yeah, and Steelers offense been looking kind of shaky. They really hasn't been getting it going at all. And Kenny Pickett's not really the best right now. So taking the Ravens.
This is another one I kind of went back and forth with. It kind of feels like one of them, trap games in the sense of you have this team that's been looking essentially pretty good in the Ravens, and you have the Steelers who's been a little shaky. But I'm gonna still ride with the Ravens on this one. I do not like the Steelers offense at this point with Najee Harris not having the best of seasons, and Kenny Pickett definitely is having a terrible season. They might be in the running for another quarterback after this year. We never know. But I just like the Ravens a little more on this one.
Yeah, that's 3 for 3. I like Lamar and the Ravens on this one as well. Again, it's a divisional game, so I think it's going to be intense. These games between the Ravens and Steelers are always tight and intense, bro. Let's keep it real. It's very scrappy, dating back to the old days up until now. It still keeps up. But I just don't like the Steelers' offense. I don't like it. I don't think Kenny Pickett's really good. He's in a sophomore slump, definitely. The receivers aren't really getting the ball too much. We don't see too much from the run game. Steelers' defense is solid, but they crapped the bed last week against Houston. But I got the Ravens in this one. All right, moving on to the next game. CJ Stroud and them H-Town boys, they travel to Atlanta to face the offensively struggling Atlanta Falcons.
I'm not gonna lie, I like this game, bro. I feel like this is gonna be a good game. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna take Atlanta at home. Now, I've been liking Houston. I love CJ Stroud. Y'all know why I like CJ Stroud. and he's been playing great. He's been putting up top 5 numbers in the league right now as a rookie, and he's been on fire. I really wish I see more consistency out of his receivers, but he's still doing his thing. I'm gonna go with Atlanta. They're at home. I feel like this run game is gonna be. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. Houston's run defense really ain't the best right now, and I don't know what Atlanta gonna do with them, but they really do got some horses over there running the ball. So I'm taking Atlanta.
Give me Atlanta as well. I think this is one of the bounce back games from when they get back in the win column. They go back to some of the things that was working for them in the first 2 weeks, relying heavily on Bijan Robinson and getting Tyler Algier involved as well. I think it's a 2-back set. I don't think it's like one over the other. You got to get both of them guys involved if you want to get anywhere. They kind of take the ball out of Desmond Ritter's hands. Don't allow him to win you the game, but allow him to manage the game. And they rely heavily on their run game and their defense. Your defense show up and be solid, and just don't let CJ Stroud, go crazy. He's been very, very efficient. He hasn't turned the ball over yet this year. So you got to make him uncomfortable and give him some looks he hasn't seen before.
Yeah, I'm going with Atlanta as well. I see this as a bounce back game, just like y'all two said. Also, a quick take. I think CJ Stroud throws his first pick in this game. Something about this Atlanta at home, the first 2 games of the year, they won. But I just like Atlanta in this game. I feel like the run game definitely gonna get going for them. If Desmond Ridder can take care of the ball, get the ball to his receivers, but rely on Bijan and Tyler Algier in the backfield, I got Atlanta winning this one.
They do have a top 5 pass defense as well, so we'll see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like CJ Stroud gonna throw his first pick in this game. All right, moving on to this next game. The 0-4 Carolina Panthers, they travel to Detroit to take on the 3-1 Detroit Lions. Hey, Dan Campbell, he been talking his talk. He said, "Hey, you don't got to come hunting for us. You open your door. We're going to be right at your front door." So, hey, Dan Campbell, he talking his talk. What y'all got for this game?
I like the way Dan Campbell talks. I do. I like Dan Campbell as a coach. I'm going to be honest with you. But I'm going to be honest, I'm going with the Panthers to take their first win in an upset over the Detroit Lions. I'm going to be honest with you. I like the Lions going into the season, but they are a very top-heavy team, and they're banged up all over there, all over all of their starters. They got 2 receivers. 2 of their starter receivers is banged up. Their left tackle might not even play this game. We don't know what's going to go on with that offense. It's going to probably look a lot shaky. I'm going to go with the Panthers to get their first win, and I'm going to go with Bryce Young to throw it about 350.
I mean, the same way that you say the Lions are banged up, so is the Panthers. I mean, they're missing their starting cornerback, and Dante Jackson, and their starting safety and Xavier Woods, and Shaq Thompson and J.C. Horn is already out, so they're banged up too. But I'm going with the Lions in this one. We're talking about a top 10 offense against a defense that's not really that good. Their best player is Brian Burns. He might be on the trading block. And then you're also talking about an offense in Carolina who's ranked in the 20s in every pretty much the statistical category. They're really not an efficient offense right now. I do like them to cover the spread because the spread is plus 10. I think they cover 10 points, but I don't see them winning this game. I think Detroit win this game.
Yeah, I'm going with the Lions as well. I don't see any upset here at all. The Panthers offense is stagnant, it's putrid, it's lame, it's dry, it's stale. Any adjective or synonym that's related to boring or bad, that's the Panthers offense right now.
Trash.
I mean,
yeah, trash.
Honestly. I mean, y'all make a great point. Y'all do make a great point. But what I'm saying is, like, the offense of the Lions is banged up against a banged up defense. That kind of just like equals it out. I'm gonna be honest with you. And the Lions defense is more banged up than anything. I'm gonna be honest with you.
So you think the Panthers defense looked good this year?
No, they hurt.
They hurt.
But the Lions offense, I love that offense, bro. But they're very top heavy. They don't got nobody to back up Amon-Ra St. Brown if he doesn't play, Josh Reynolds if he doesn't play. You know what I'm saying? They don't have nobody to back those guys up.
J-Mo might be coming back soon anyway.
He's back.
Oh, yeah, so exactly.
He's supposed to be back, but he's not on the game roster for some reason.
I don't know why. What are we talking about here? I don't think so. I don't see the Panthers win this game.
All right.
Still got Montgomery. Still.
I like the upset, man. I'm going with the upset this week.
Stand on it.
Bet. Stand on it, please. Don't switch up.
Oh, I'm standing on it.
Don't
All right,
duck
bet.
us Monday
10
either.
toes. 10 toes. They better not end up being the next Bears for me.
They already 0-4. But moving into the next game, the New York Football Giants, they're traveling to Miami to face the hot Miami Dolphins. Who y'all got?
Oh my God. I got Miami, man. After hearing one of the Giants coaches said that he wakes up every 2 hours and cries about thinking about this game. If I play for the Giants, I'm asking for a trade right there. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I can't play for nobody like that. Are you serious? Are you serious, bro? I'm taking Miami just off the simple fact that the coaches are scared.
I'm just happy this is a 1 o'clock game and they're not playing it. They're not the only game on this time for the Giants.
Oh,
Honestly.
please, bro. Because
I'm happy this was not on prime time. I'm happy this was not in the prime time.
We can actually change the channel because they've
For
been.
real.
I'm going Miami to get it rolling. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. New York sucked. They're trash. They need to rebuild. They need to keep off Daniel Jones the whole night.
Sound like me.
They're horrible.
Sound like me right now.
And listen, bro, I'm just calling it how it is. We watched them. They're what the Broncos was last year. Remember when the Broncos was on prime time and we were just all like, can we like stop watching?
Why?
Yeah, like this is what they've been for us. Like we don't want to watch this game. Like I'm honestly like I'm gonna tune into the game, of course, but I'm happy there's other games I could watch on, and I don't have to watch this dirty Giants offense stink up the place again.
Yeah, I'm not even going to dwell too much. I got the Dolphins winning this one. In other words, this could be a trap game, but I don't see it really coming down to a trap game. I just see Miami keeping their offense red hot. I mean, they got cooled down last week against Buffalo, but the Giants defense isn't Buffalo. They have shown to be nothing like Buffalo. I mean, their one win came off of Arizona Cardinals team who's below average. So give me Miami this game. I ain't going to talk too much about it. Sorry. All right, moving into our first afternoon game. Cincinnati Bengals, they're traveling to Arizona to face the Arizona Cardinals. Both teams are 1-3. Who y'all got?
Both 1-3 teams, and I'm gonna be honest. The Cardinals win was way more impressive than any game the Bengals played against. I'm gonna be honest, but I'm taking the Bengals in this. The Cardinals DBs really aren't too good. The Bengals, I feel like they're gonna come out and finally show what that Bengals offense could do. They're pretty healthy. Think they're ready to go. Arizona does play good at home. They have been playing pretty good defense at home, but they can't close the game out late. We seen it against Dallas, but that was because they ran down Dallas' throat. Pause. But I don't care. I'm gonna still say that because it's about Dallas. But they just got to work on closing the game out, and I feel like they're not gonna be able to do that against the Bengals. Taking the Bengals.
Give me the Bengals in this one. This is a must win for the Bengals. If the Bengals want to save their season, whatever's left of it, they have to win this game. If they don't, I think it's time to sit Joe Burrow, let him get healthy, focus on next season, because I don't see him coming back, especially if Baltimore win again. They'd be 1-4, Baltimore be 4-1. I don't really see them closing that gap. So give me the Bengals to get back on track. I do like what Arizona has been doing, especially offensively, but if this is the game to get it going offensively for the Bengals, it's good to have to play the Cardinals defense.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Cincinnati Bengals in this one. And Khalil, you literally took what I was gonna say exactly. Literally, the Bengals don't win this game. Just sit Joe Burrow. It's not looking good for Cincinnati. We're actually gonna talk about Cincinnati later after this topic, but I feel like the Bengals, they need to bounce back in this win for sure. Their offenses look bad. Their team has looked bad in general. They need to get back on track. So hopefully they can get a win. But again, the Cardinals have been playing scrappy in every game. So don't take this team lightly. But regardless, I got Cincinnati winning this. All right, moving on to the next afternoon game. Hurts and the Eagles, they're traveling to LA to face Stafford and the Rams.
I'm going with the Eagles.
I'm shocked.
You shouldn't be shocked at all. Everybody would know. I'm going with the Eagles 17-0 this year. I'm letting y'all know this now. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm going with the Eagles. Straight like look at that. Look at that. What? You crazy? Nah, bro. But all seriousness, I do feel like
jinxed.
Here we go. Jinx us.
You just jinxed us.
Oh my God, I jinxed us last week and we won. Hush. I do feel like the Eagles could mess this up for themselves in this game. This could definitely be a trap game 100%, especially if the DBs don't come out to play. We have seen with the no names that the Rams have on offense that they could still pass the ball with Matt Stafford. Puka Nacua, I'm going to say his name again. I'm going to say his name every single podcast until he stops doing good. I can see him really tearing up our defense, bro, with that well-drawn-up offense by Sean McVay. But I'm still going to go with the Eagles. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like we really get it done late in the game. And their defense really isn't too good either. So I'm going with the Eagles.
I'm going with the Eagles as well to get it done. You know me, I didn't really think the Rams was a good football team anyways. I do see the Rams moving the football on the Eagles though, just because how bad the pass defense has been. Everybody essentially has been moving the ball on this pass defense besides Baker Mayfield to some extent, and Puka Nacua has been hot all season. So their connection has been pretty good. Puka finally got his first touchdown last week. But I still see the Eagles pulling out. They find a way to beat bad teams, and I don't really think Rams are a good team.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Eagles for this one as well. That pass defense is sus though against this offense that can spread the ball around. I mean, Matt Stafford has been turning the ball over, but again, I don't underestimate any Sean McVay team, no matter how the roster look. Let's be real. I mean, they have 2 wins this year. But yeah, give me the Eagles in this one. Not saying it's gonna be a blowout. Not saying it's gonna be close. I don't personally know, but just give me Philly.
The Rams been playing quality football regardless.
Yeah. All right, moving on to the next game. The New York Jets. They're traveling to Denver to take on Russell Wilson and the Broncos, and Nathaniel Hackett's return to Denver. Both teams are 1-3. Who y'all got?
Both 1-3 teams. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna go with the Jets in this. I don't feel like what we seen from Zach Wilson last week is gonna be, every week thing. I don't think that's what it's gonna be. But as a team effort, they played a hell of a game against the Chiefs. I feel like they could have came out with that win if it wasn't for that last-minute call on the same BS call they called in the Super Bowl with the same BS look and the same BS little tug of the jersey that they called it. But a call is a call. It was called on the field for a reason. But I'm going to go with the Jets. I feel like as a team, they're going to play great, and I feel like they're going to get the job done.
I'm going to go with the Broncos in this one. I do think the Jets need to win this game if they want to stay within, the discussion of making the playoffs and Aaron Rodgers possibly coming back. We'll see about that one. But
He's not coming
Sean
back.
Payton said a lot in the offseason, if y'all remember. Sean Payton had a lot to say in the offseason. So it's time to stand on it. And
that's also in our first episode. Sean Payton's comments.
Well, hold up. Sean Payton can stand on whatever. Is Les Rod gonna stand on it?
Is who?
Is Les Rod?
Oh, Russell Wilson. I mean, he hasn't been terrible. He hasn't been terrible this year. He's been okay. I mean,
his stats are always good though, bro. But like,
I mean, I don't really think much of him, but. I mean, are you putting your stock in Zach Wilson to do it back-to-back weeks? I'm really not. I can care less about that. So give me the Broncos, and they standing on Sean Payton standing on everything he was talking about in the off season.
Yeah, I'm with Khalil on this one. I'm going with Denver. I don't think Zach Wilson can replicate what he done back-to-back. I'm not saying maybe he can. This Broncos team, this Broncos defense is very underwhelming, and they haven't been playing to the level that they're expected to play. The offense is okay, but yeah, no, I see the Denver Broncos winning this game. Honestly, I don't trust Zach Wilson at all. Can't trust Zach Wilson back to back. Give me Denver in this one. All right, moving into our last afternoon game. Mahomes and the Chiefs, they're traveling to Minnesota to take on Kirk Cousins, Jettas, and the Vikings.
I'm gonna be honest. At first, I thought it was a no-brainer, and I was gonna say it was a no-brainer for the Chiefs. But I'm gonna go with the Chiefs to take it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do feel like the Vikings are gonna put up some points against this defense, though. This past defense hasn't really looked the best. It's been shown that some even mediocre quarterbacks can move the ball on this defense. It's really all gonna come down to Pat Mahomes. I'm gonna be honest. That's really how it came down to, and a couple penalties this whole season for them. So, I mean, if Pat Mahomes get it done, which most likely he would, they're going to get the dub. But don't be shocked if you see this in a close game because of Minnesota's offense.
Give me Minnesota in this one. I'm taking an upset. I think
Minnesota.
I
Okay.
think Minnesota gets it done at home.
I like it. I like it.
The Chiefs played their best football against the Bears. Everybody plays their best football against the Bears. But to take away that Bears game, they haven't been too impressive. The offense has been struggling. And the Vikings'
Not wrong.
problem is not putting up points. They can put up points with the best.
Turnovers.
Their problem is turnovers. I think they've been focusing on taking care of the football just a little bit more. And I think I see the Vikings getting being 2-3, getting their first one at home this season.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I actually picked the Vikings at first, but then I was like, nah, I'm gonna just determine off of this. Whoever can turn the ball over the least in this game is gonna win the game. I feel like it's gonna be a Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs had a turnover full game last week. The Vikings, they always do since week 1 in the NFL. Now, this is gonna be offensive shootout. I'm not gonna lie. The defenses in this game, they're okay. The Chiefs defense is obviously better. But I just like the Chiefs a little bit more in this game. Minnesota's at home. They play pretty well at home. Not gonna lie, they really do. Kirk puts up numbers at home, but whoever can turn the ball over less this game, I got them winning the game. That's gonna be Kansas City. All right, moving on to probably the most anticipated matchup of the week, a rematch from last year's NFC divisional round matchup. Dak and the Dallas Cowboys are traveling to San Francisco to face Brock Purdy, CMC, and his 49ers team.
Boy, is this going to be the game of the week. This is going to be a hell of a game, not going to lie. But I'm going to take the 49ers at home. Not only because I'm an Eagles fan, but
yeah, I'd add that.
Yeah, because people, I know I was waiting for the little comment because that's the half Dallas, half Saints fan right there. So I'm trying to make sure I was waiting. I had to make sure I was going to throw in my extra before he brought out his comments. Okay. They was coming.
All I do is speak facts on this show. I'm a fan. Like, it makes me a fan. Okay.
All right, Mr. Facts, fellas, Mr. Facts. But just looking at both teams, bro, both teams are stats. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's not really too much holes in either one of these teams. It's gonna be such a great team, but the reason I'm going with the 49ers is honestly just because of the injuries that that Dallas has taken on defense. Michael Parsons is gonna play, but we know he's probably gonna get a minimal reduced snaps because he's been a little banged up. He's been having little issues, but he's still gonna play. I know he's not gonna sit this game, especially not this one. But, I mean, just looking at the 49ers, man, looking at that offense in general, the defense, I mean, where can you find an error in either one of those? Not at all. Even special teams plays great. I'm going with the 49ers, man. It's just more of a complete team.
I'm not going to lie. I'm right with the Cowboys in this one. But listen,
I'm not surprised at all.
We got him.
Hear me out.
We got him.
Listen, because I knew y'all was going to do
advocate.
this. I knew y'all was going to do this. I knew y'all was going to do this.
Let me get this on camera. Let me get this on recording.
Listen, I think this comes down to who has Brock Purdy. What good defense has Brock Purdy played against?
Oh, it's because you're a Brock Purdy hater, bro.
I don't like him either. I think he's mid.
I'm not a Brock Purdy
hater. Brock Purdy haters.
No, he's mid. He hasn't had to do anything. He hasn't had to do anything. He played the freaking Giants and the Cardinals and the Steelers. And they're terrible offense. They haven't played a complete team.
Nah, you're right.
Horrible teams, bro.
You're right, but so has Dallas.
Like I said, this comes down to quarterback play. I like Dak Prescott more than I like Brock Purdy. I think they could get it done. They should have got it done last year. The only reason why they didn't win last year in the playoffs was because of Dak Prescott. I think this is a revenge game for Dallas. Dallas has been building on this. Dallas knows this is a team they had to beat to call themselves legit and contenders in the playoffs, and to say they could go far in the playoffs. If it's their year, they have to beat a team like this. And I think they will. I think they come out there, they do what they do. They make Brock Purdy look mortal and give him his first regular season loss. His first loss, that a game that he finishes.
And these are two great defenses, honestly. And like Dino said, there's not really too much flaws in each team. Again, you got Dak Prescott, you got Brock Purdy. You mean Dak, you got the Niners defense, you got the Cowboys defense. Give me the Niners defense slightly. Khalil, don't start. Slightly.
I didn't say anything.
I just feel like the Niners have a better offense. They have a better defense as well, but it's not that much off. Either way, Give me San Fran in this game. I feel like it's gonna be another close game, just like the divisional game last year.
Shocked.
It can be a revenge game for Dallas. I just like San Fran. It is gonna be another close game, just like last year. I don't know.
I got one. If Dak throws a pick at any time in this game, they're gonna lose.
Okay.
If Dak stays clean this game, they're probably gonna win.
We've also seen Dallas defense lead the league. They're leading the league in turnovers. So if Brock Purdy turns the ball over, I think I'll tell you this, bro. Brock Purdy went 20 against the Cardinals. He's not doing that against the Cowboys defense. And if the Cowboys can get pressure on Brock, they can get pressure on any quarterback by sending forward. So they're sending forward drop 7. And they're great at turning the football over. The best team in the NFL at turning the football over. If Brock Purdy turns the football over, this game is wraps.
We'll see. All right, moving on to our last game of the week, Monday Night Football. Jordan Love and the Packers, they're traveling to Vegas to face the Las Vegas Raiders.
What the hell is the NFL doing?
I'm just grasping what you just said for real. Like, what is these guys doing, bro? These wasn't even 2 top-ranked teams going into the season.
It's Devontae's revenge game as he faces his former team.
And not gonna lie, I'm going with Las Vegas for that. I'm gonna be honest. Not only for that, but I'm going with Vegas because I'm not gonna lie. I liked what I seen from Aiden O'Connell. I did. He's not that good. He's a rookie. He's pretty irrelevant, but I liked what I seen as him being serviceable and stepping in there for Jimmy Polo and actually making some throws. And he got one of the best receivers in the league involved, as you should, when you're a rookie and you're just stepping in. I'm taking the Raiders, man. I'm gonna be honest. Green Bay hasn't really looked too good lately. I was high on them because I like Jordan Love, but they haven't really been looking too sharp. I'm going with the Raiders at home.
Give me Green Bay. I think Green Bay gets it done in prime time. I think Jordan Love plays a solid game. I don't think, especially against this Raiders defense, who is not that vaunted of a defense besides Max Crosby. They don't really have much on that defense to speak of. And they're banged up as well. Devontae Adams did not practice on Thursday, so keep a lookout for that. He has a shoulder injury. But I just like the Packers all-around team, and I just don't like the football that Las Vegas has been putting out there, especially with Josh McDaniels at the helm. You can miss me with that, but give me the Packers.
Garbage. Off the bat, just because Josh McDaniels, I mean, Jimmy G not playing this game, but even if he was playing this game, I'm not giving the Raiders any respect or any chance in this game. Give me Jordan Love and the Packers. I see them winning this game as a bounce-back game. What's so funny?
You hate the coach and the quarterback, so
I don't care. I love Devontae Adams.
Marcus Peters is gonna strap Christian Watson.
Yeah, he came to strap bro, stop. He could strap Calvin Austin, Deontay Johnson, or Pickens 2 weeks ago. So whatever. Miss me with that. Give me the Packers in this game. Jordan Love is gonna have a bounce back game from his disgusting Thursday night football game against the Lions that he had in week 4. I see that's a bounce back game. Hopefully Aaron Jones is playing. Him and AJ Dillon, they're gonna go crazy on this Raiders defense. Give me Green Bay. But ladies and gentlemen, that is our picks for week 5 of this year. We are basically a quarter of the way through the season. Let us know who your picks are for week 5. Let us know any upsets or any surprises you got for going into week 5. Leave that all in the comment section below. All right, sticking with the NFL. Like I just said, we are basically a quarter of the way done through the season. We're going to give our takes on what we've seen and what we liked or were disappointed in so far this year. I'm going to let Khalil go first for this one. Khalil, what have you seen from the first 5 weeks of the NFL season? Give me a couple takes.
Big takeaways from this season. I got a few. One, the Bengals is glaring because a lot of people had them to even win the Super Bowl this year, and they look like they may not even make the playoffs. So that's very concerning what they've been having going on. Miami is another big one. Even though they had the game against the Bills, they've still been looking like one of the most high-power offenses. That's going to be a problem for this year. And I think another one, especially within the NFC race, the most alarming one has been the Eagles out of the big 3. Out of that, they just look the most shaky. Like the other 2 look very solid all around compared to the Eagles, where you can point out some flaws in that team. So I think that's something to look at, especially, people have them going back to the Super Bowl, even winning it. Some people have them winning it this year. out of the teams in the NFC, the big three out of San Fran, Cowboys, and Eagles. Eagles have been looking the most suspect because of that pass game. Hopefully, they get it turned around. But I think those have been some of the biggest takeaways that I've seen so far out of the teams that we like to call contenders at this point.
Yeah, just like Khalil said, let's start with the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow and the Bengals, they look bad. This was a team that was slated to make the AFC Championship yet again for another year in a row. But through the first, about to be 5 weeks, they don't look good. And I feel like, just like we just said in the previous topic, if the Bengals lose this upcoming game, they should sit Joe Burrow for the rest of the year because he just doesn't look healthy. He looks out of sync with his receivers. The receivers aren't happy. I feel like, honestly, they should trade T. Higgins probably by either the middle of the year or at the end of this year. Just let him walk. His defense doesn't look the same. Defense was kind of always like a weak fence anyway. But you can tell they're hurting without Jesse Bates in the secondary as he's in Atlanta right now. But the Bengals just look bad. My next take, or what I've seen so far is the Minnesota Vikings are still frauds from last year. Now, I know what you're going to say. Yes, they won 13 games, but 10 of those games that they won were by 7 or less.
Kirk Cousins.
One score game. No, I don't hate Kirk Cousins. I think he's a top 10 quarterback. It's really not his fault why the Vikings are this bad. I feel like it's on coaching, execution, and just not turning the ball over. It's just not Kirk Cousins. But the Vikings they're still frauds. Now, the Bills and Dolphins, that's who's going to come down to in the AFC East. And I'm still giving it to Buffalo. Miami's they're coming to their own. Mike McDaniel has his team rolling. The offense is killing it. But his defense still needs help. They need work. Hopefully, Jalen Ramsey can get back out there and help them. But I still got Buffalo as of right now win that division. Justin Fields and Daniel Jones, they're bad. They're bad. I'm not giving no excuses. Justin Fields was supposed to wow us this year. He was going into year 3.
That was his sleeper team too.
Okay. Yes, that was my sleeper team to potentially make the playoffs. Not a run, to make the playoffs. That was one of my sleeper teams. But Khalil's going to keep rubbing that in if y'all didn't know it by now.
Going further than that, but
hey, I said just to make the playoffs or sneak in. Dino said to make it far in the playoffs.
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't.
I had them get knocked off in the wild card.
Nah, he had them.
All right, cool.
Or some crazy shit. I forgot.
I didn't, bro. No, hey. I had to. No, that's cap. I had them going 10-7, and you was like, they make the playoffs, and I was like, yeah.
10-7 is mad crazy. 10-7.
I mean, it's mad crazy now.
Crazy. It was mad crazy then. I said it, but
I did.
Well, it is now.
But they had the worst record in the league last year. You had them going from that to 10-7. Yeah, right.
Yeah. But I mean, Justin Fields is supposed to be impressing us. He's not really impressing us at all. Daniel Jones, I mean, he was going to get his money regardless, whether he got paid by the Giants or not. But he has not looked good at all. And I know people are going to say, "Oh, it's the O-line." But if you break down the film, you watch the games, he's leaving plays out there that should be converting into touchdowns. They should have beat Seattle this past Monday, but Giants fans are going to disagree. They're going to blame it on the O-line. They're not going to blame it on their overpaid quarterback. But I digress.
Trash.
Out of the big three in the NFC, just like Khalil said, Dallas, San Fran, and Philadelphia, these are your top 3 contenders to make the Super Bowl representing the NFC this year. And I agree with Khalil. The Eagles have looked the most suspect. And I'm an Eagles fan, but they have looked the most suspect. They got to put it together. The pass defense, it looks off. One game, if the offense is good. One game, the defense is saving them. It's flippy-floppy. They need to play all 3, need to have a good game at once. Hopefully, Eagles can compete. But San Fran and Dallas, they look like the most complete teams out of all the 3 NFC East contenders right now. But we'll see. And last but not least, just like me and Dennis said, somebody said something different. I don't know what he's on. Y'all should drug test him, but the NFC South is wide open. The NFC South is wide open. Besides the Carolina Panthers, because of coaching and the mediocre team play, that division is wide open.
Wait, what this is not
you would come like it was like the 5th or 6th toughest division in the NFL. Would be their division rankings.
Is it not?
No, this is the worst division in the NFL. I think yes, it's the worst division in the NFL.
No, it's not.
Okay, Saints fan. Saints fan.
No, it's not.
Okay, Saints fan.
Hold on. The AFC South, trash.
Better. They're better than y'all. They're better than every team in the AFC South right now. I will take the Texans, the Jags, the Colts, and the Titans over the Falcons, the Buccaneers, the Panthers, and the Saints right now.
No. The Bucs' only loss is to the team that was in the Super Bowl last year, right? That's their only loss.
Okay.
That's the only loss. Baker Mayfield has been playing good.
And they look good into the second half. And the Bucs also beat y'all last week, 26-9. So what are we talking about here?
Yeah, so they put up 26 points.
Yeah.
Defense. They put up 26 points on a top 5 defense.
Okay. So
you coming like they're trash. They're 3-1.
They're not a good team. This team is flawed.
Okay.
All these teams in the South, AFC,
Okay.
all teams in the NFC South are flawed. Yes, they're the worst division in the NFL. That division is wide open. It should be the Saints division lose, but the Saints haven't even looked good. They look unimpressive, especially their offense.
I've been less impressed with the AFC North.
Okay, you can argue that too. I 100% agree with that. The Steelers, they haven't looked good. The Browns, they lost Nick Chubb for the year. The Ravens, the Bengals look bad.
I'm sorry, I'm in the NFC North.
That's debatable.
That's honestly who I thought was the worst division in football right now.
The NFC North?
Yeah.
You could even go AFC West besides Mahomes and them.
I've been saying that, but you thought I was crazy. I've been saying that. I've been telling you that.
Look, Khalil don't like me.
We
don't like me, bro. He don't like me.
We seen what the Broncos look like. We seen what the Raiders look like. We seen what the Chargers look like. Chiefs is the Chiefs, and they still haven't been that impressive.
Bro. Okay,
that's
kind of expected though.
Because they just got.
That's expected though, kind of in a way. Like that's expected though for the AFC West. All right, man. Dino, go ahead, bro.
What's expected for the Raiders, Broncos, and the Chargers to be that bad?
Not that bad, but we know it's gonna come down to the Kansas City and the Chargers like slightly trailing behind. Let's be real. We all said this.
I'm gonna be honest though. I'm gonna start off with the Eagles since we all want to bring up the Eagles.
He's different, bro. He's really different for real, bro. Go ahead, Dennis. Go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna start with the Eagles since we always planning on bringing up the Eagles. Yeah, they haven't really looked sharp at all. They haven't played a full, complete 3-phase football game yet. Each of their wins is all by one score except for one. So I mean, they haven't really looked too impressive at all, but they are winning. The fact of the matter is they're winning and they don't look the best. Imagine when it's clicking. Imagine when it's all there. This is the best football team in the league. And that's just a fact. You talk about all three of the teams that look complete. We pretty much seen their ceiling. Bro.
Best in the league.
I'm laughing because he's laughing.
Best in the league.
Look,
crazy.
How? What? How many other teams you gonna name that's better than them?
The 49ers, the Cowboys, the
Cowboys who lost to the Cowboys who lost to what? Bro,
Josh Dobbs.
I still like.
Are you serious? The Cowboys.
Come on, you know the Cowboys is Super Bowl big. The Cowboys is Super Bowl big.
I like Buffalo. I like Miami.
Wait. You like Miami, the same team that put up 70, then lost the next week after that?
They lost to Buffalo.
They lost to Buffalo, the same team that lost to Zach Wilson.
Josh Allen had a bad game. That wasn't.
That's what, bro. He lost to Zach Wilson, bro. I don't want to hear it.
So
every week is different though. Let me say this.
So you telling me
you're talking about two teams with two L's from two mediocre teams, bro. 50? I don't want to hear it.
So the Eagles is putting up almost 50 on that Miami team and holding them to 20 points. Hell no.
Oh,
hell no. Not even.
I want to say that. I wouldn't say that,
bro. Y'all can't stop Sam Howell.
We can't stop a nosebleed.
Nah, wait, no.
I'm saying I
wouldn't say that they're gonna put up 50 points and hold them to 20, but they will beat them for sure.
Y'all pass defense has been y'all worst thing, and y'all gonna stop the Miami pass offense? No, hell no. What y'all gonna do?
That's our biggest flaw right now.
And against a team like Miami. That's their biggest string.
Look, I'm not disagreeing that Miami will have a day throwing the ball against us, bro. I'm not disagreeing with that, bro.
Crazy, bro.
But like I just said, bro, this is the team that hasn't played a full 3-phase game yet. Imagine when they do.
I get it, bro. You're an Eagles fan. Do your thing.
Bro, you're talking. You're a Saints fan, and you're talking.
Okay, but I can be true. I can be true about our team.
What? No, you don't.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you
So
don't.
what am I not truthful about? Because every single game that I pick the Saints, y'all also pick the Saints.
Stop. You're the same guy that thinks the Saints are really good. Y'all suck. Stop talking to me.
First of all, you wasn't even here. You wasn't here on Monday to even hear what I said. Because one thing I do is hold my team accountable.
How the Bucks do not look as bad as I thought they was gonna look at all, and they're winning their division right now. And who did they beat last week? Oh, they beat the Saints. And who did they lose to? Oh, they lost to the Eagles.
Hold on.
Yeah.
They won. Did I not hold them accountable?
I was about to say, like I was saying,
he did. He did hold them
accountable. I'm not. Yeah, but I tell it how it is. I'm not. Yeah, this past defense looked bad, but yeah, we still the best team in the league. No, stop it.
What you mean? So when Dallas's run defense looks bad, they're still the best team in the league. They're still better than them. But their run defense got ran all overboard.
When did I ever say Dallas was the best team in the league?
What?
I never said Dallas was the best team in the league.
So who's the 49ers is for sure?
At this point, yes.
Yeah. Okay. I can take that.
So what's your point?
I can take that.
So what's your point?
I honestly, that's the only one I'm taking though.
So
but why you saying Dallas and freaking and come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Point? I'm still trying to figure out what's your point.
I just told you my point. You talking about two defenses that lost to two mediocre quarterbacks. What are you talking about?
Who?
I just said, bro.
Okay.
The Dolphins,
Here's my thing. Bro? At their best, who has looked more impressive out of Buffalo, Cowboys, and the Eagles? At their best, who's looked the most impressive?
70-point game, they look so impressive, bro. Come on. The Dolphins.
Yes.
Because they put up 70 points. Now they're just so impressive.
I didn't mention them. I said out of Buffalo, Eagles, and Cowboys, who looked the most impressive? Out of those three, who looks the least impressive?
Philly.
The least impressive, Dallas.
Philly.
Like, come on,
I'm saying Eagles.
Wait, you named the Eagles? Yeah.
Yes, the Eagles are least impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, the Eagles.
What are you talking about? It's not being biased. It's not being a hater. It's coming off of when these teams are playing their best football, who's looked the best so far? Out of those
and the Eagles did not play their best football yet. That's what I'm trying to say, dweeb. Like, are you not understanding?
How I can't expect something I haven't seen. That's like saying, the Saints could be a high power offense. They could, but I haven't seen it to say they are.
Everybody's literally saying that not. No, everybody knows this is not the Eagles' best football, bro. It's not. They're not. I just said that.
How do we know that this past? How do we know these DBs are going to be better? How do we know they're going to automatically start stopping quarterbacks?
Because it's the same team from last year.
We haven't seen it. We can't live off of last year. It's a new year, my boy, bro. It's a new year. You got to update that resume. That's the thing about sports. You got to update that resume.
Yeah,
right now, that's
right.
Not good.
You have to.
Stop it.
You're right.
Stop it.
You have to.
But it's the same thing. Like the Bengals offense, bro. This the same offense they had from years before. Everybody still thinks they're electric offense, but have they put it together? No, they haven't.
No, we don't.
Nah.
Nobody said that.
They look bad.
Everybody says their offense look bad. They only got like 2 touchdowns.
They do look bad. Yeah, they look trash. They look terrible.
So nobody's raving about them. But you're raving about a pass defense that hasn't done anything yet.
Who's raving about a pass defense, bro? Do you hear yourself right now? Who's raving about a pass defense? I literally said that's our only 4 or 5 times. Do you not listen? Like, is this not going through your head, bro? I said that was our only floor like 5 times. Like, what are you not getting?
Bro, you talking about? Oh yeah, but when we play all together, like we're the best team. How do we know that? How do we know they could do that? We haven't seen it this year.
I literally, bro. Did you not have it? Yo, bro, I think you literally not listening to what I'm saying. I'm telling you, we are not. We look shaky out of all of those teams. Yes, I am agreeing to that. We look very shaky out of all those teams. But like I said, we are still full of. We're still 4-0. We're still 4-0. Out of the 3 other teams that you named, the only team that's faced harder comp than us is the Dolphins, and they're 3-1.
I'm not talking about the Dolphins.
He didn't talk about the Dolphins. He didn't mention the Dolphins.
Bro, what?
He said the Bills.
Buffalo.
He said Cowboys, Buffalo, Philly. He said Cowboys,
Buffalo, Philly. Out of those 3 teams, who has looked the least impressive?
And I said Philly. I said Philly. Yes, it is Eagles. 100% Eagles.
Yeah, I would say the Eagles too. It's a close one between the Eagles and the Bills, but I'm gonna say the Eagles too. But I'm still taking the Eagles over the Bills. Like what?
I'm done. I rest my case, bro.
How
What's
do you
your next
rest
take,
your
bro?
case? You're talking about a 4-0 team that, like I said, played harder comp than most of them, even though the Bills have played good teams. The Bills have played good teams. But Dallas has still not played nobody. They're playing their first real comp this week. They have not played anybody. And the 49ers, like you just said earlier, who has the 49ers played? You just said that earlier.
But it also comes down to doing what you got to do.
Who has they played? Like I said, who has they played?
When you play,
who has they played? That's not the answer. That's not the question I'm answering. That's not the question. I'm asking who have they played. I'm looking for a team. A team.
Who have y'all played?
I'm looking for a good team.
Who have y'all played?
We played a better comp than them. It's about the same. Honestly, yeah. It's about. I don't know, bro. I really don't.
The best team y'all probably.
The best team we played was the Vikings.
The Rams are pretty good team.
Offensively, and they how many points they put up? 28.
Yeah, because I'm shitty.
They put up 25. They put up 25. Sam Howell put up 28 on y'all. Mac Jones put up 20. What are we talking about? And you just talking about Mac Jones being horrible and our offense being horrible, and now that same offense put up 20 on y'all.
Bro,
yeah,
all in all, though, it's a different week every week in NFL. Y'all keep saying this, y'all keep saying that. It's a different week.
No, I totally get that. That's why I say when you watch these teams play, out of all the teams, because teams have bad games. Buffalo and Cowboys had some bad games. But when you watch these teams play, when they're playing their best football, who looks the least impressive? It's been the Eagles.
Those three, it's Eagles.
You're trying to say the Eagles, like they're so good. But we're speaking on something we haven't seen this year. You want to go back to last year. This is a new year. What have we seen from the Eagles this year?
I'm going back to the only reason I brought up last year is because of the players. That's it. I don't care about me. We got different coaches. We got all that. The Bucs brought their
whole Super Bowl team starters back, and they did not win. So that does not matter.
Most of them got hurt. Most of them got hurt.
But you have to be better.
Most of them got hurt.
No, they brought back 11 on offense, 11 on defense.
Yeah, they did. And most of them got hurt.
He's talking about 2021. They made the playoffs again in 2021. I know what he's talking about. He said in 2021
the Bucs back. Super Bowl, that 2021 year, they re-signed everybody.
They bought back their whole team, and they made it to the divisional round.
They did nothing.
They made it to the divisional round
after Tom Brady's first year.
Yes.
So that does not matter. Every year you have to update your resume. It's not about what you did for me last year. Joe Burrow was lights out last year. What is he this year? Update your resume, bro. I can't live on last year. We're 4 games.
Bro, I'm saying though, what I'm saying, my argument is we're still 4-0 though.
I give y'all that. Y'all
like I feel like you're disregarding how we look. Other than getting the W's, we are winning games. We're closing out games.
Rightfully so.
Not looking right. Not looking good. We aren't looking too good, but we're closing out games.
I get that, and I'm.
So what is this? So what I'm saying though, like you want to rank us so low. You want to rank us so low over teams that don't close out.
You coming like I'm saying y'all garbage or something. Y'all still a legit team. Didn't I just say y'all top 3 team in the NFC? It's 3-team races. Did I not mention that? I'm not saying, oh yeah, y'all out of it. Y'all down there with Detroit.
Bro, you pretty much said you pretty much put us at like number 6 in the league, bro. Or number 5. You put us at number 5.
Okay. Rightfully so.
That's rightfully so.
Rightfully so. I can agree if I put the 49ers, the Cowboys, the Buffalo Bills, and Miami Dolphins above y'all, what team you moving?
The teams with losses?
Okay.
I rest my case too. Like I said, we're 4-0 team. It's nothing you could do with that, bro. At the end of the day, you play the game to win. It doesn't matter how you looked. You played it. Patrick Mahomes didn't look good in the Super Bowl, but they won. He still got another ring. You play the game to win, bro. We're 4-0. Like I said, bro, there's only one other team that you can put over us. Unless they 4-0, unless they got zero losses, I can't see it, bro. I'm sorry, I can't. You play to win the game. It don't matter what league you win. You play to win the game. You could be in Little League. You still play to win the fucking game, bro. Like, my next topic was the Tampa Bay Bucks. Tampa Bay Bucks definitely did not look as bad as I thought they was going to be. I honestly had them as, like, one of the worst teams in the league going into the season. But they look damn good. I'm going to be honest. Baker Mayfield is playing a lot better than I thought he was going to look. He's looking like a pretty decent quarterback right now. I'm going to be honest with you. They're winning the division right now. And I wonder if they keep that going. They only played 2 divisional games right now. They 1-1 in their division. But, I mean, I wonder if they keep going. Atlanta, too. Atlanta's actually 2-0 in their division right now. I don't know how they're second, but they 2-0 in their division, and they another team that they didn't look as bad as I thought they was gonna look. I mean, Lil, you touched on that before. Desmond Ridder, as they keep the ball out his hands, they honestly gonna be good. I mean, he's not that good of a quarterback for them to keep the ball in his hands like that. Another one I wanted to bring up, going into the middle point of the season, the midway point of the season, I will say CJ Stroud is definitely the best quarterback to come out of this class. 1,200 yards already passing. He's definitely doing his thing. And I'm honestly going to say Anthony Richardson's at number 2. I mean, as much as I thought it wasn't going to be that good, bro, Anthony Richardson is actually being serviceable. I mean, he's 0-2 in his division right now. But I mean, for the games he played, he actually won those games. Y'all seen the comeback he did last week, down 20-0. I mean, he actually came back in that game. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they lost that game too. But bro, he came back. That was all Anthony Richardson. I'm gonna be honest with you. He did his thing. Other than the defense making plays. Oh, I wanted to ask y'all, what do y'all think the Chiefs are at this year?
As in what?
Because nobody really mentions the Chiefs too much anymore. But they're a 3-1 team. Y'all know the loss that they had week 1, which, you know, was pretty much all dropped. That loss was drops. But I mean, they're a 3-1 team right now, and it seems like they're just squeezing out wins just like the Eagles. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, I was literally just about to say that. I feel like the Chiefs, besides their performance against the Chicago Bears in week 3, they're kind of just squeezing out wins. But they're still a well-coached team, still a talented offensively team. Defense needs some work. Their weapons are kind of inexperienced besides Travis Kelce, but I feel like they're like kind of squeezing by. They're getting by, but they're doing it efficiently. Mahomes got to clean the turnovers.
Down the line, what do you think you see this team at, Lil?
AFC Championship max. That's a ceiling. No, Super Bowl ceiling, but
because y'all remember this
round.
was a team that in a lot of people's mocks was 17-0, 16-1. Wasn't gonna lose a game, going back to the Super Bowl.
I don't know who said that. I don't know who said undefeated.
I'm not saying neither one of y'all, but I've seen that on social media everywhere.
When I see the Chiefs, Chiefs are the I don't know how to quantify what they are. The Chiefs are just the Chiefs. Like, we watched this team throughout the years. Like, even last year, we watched this team play close games, questioning what they got going on. Is they legit? Yeah. Then why they on overtime against the Houston Texans? We seen that, but they just always figure out a way to get the job done when it matters. So like, I don't count the Chiefs out at all. Think about it, bro. The one game that they lost by 1 point without their best pass catcher. So. And their best defender on defense as well. So who knows if those two players they might be 4-0. And this could be a whole nother conversation. But the Chiefs are just one of them teams that just they figure out ways to win no matter the situation, no matter the team. Sometimes they play down to their competition like they did against the Jets. But for the most part, like, the Chiefs are just the Chiefs. I don't, like I said, like Daewon mentioned, the floor is the AFC Championship, and I'm right there with you. Their floor is the AFC Championship, honestly.
You betting against them?
No.
Nah.
Chiefs money line. Chiefs money line.
Nah, I feel that. But I'm saying, like, after we had this discussion about who's the best teams and all that, you betting against them still?
No.
Are you going, like, if they, like, against the 49ers, against Dallas, against, I mean, the Eagles, I know for a fact you're betting against. I know for a fact.
Yeah, I know. Of course he betting against the Eagles. Of course he betting against the Eagles.
But like, against a team like Dallas or a team like the Bills, you betting against Mahomes?
It just depends on when it is. Like I said, I just picked the Vikings to win this weekend, so it's not like, you know,
He's talking about postseason. He's talking about postseason wise.
As far as postseason, they always find a way to get it done. The only
that's why I said no.
The only team that Mahomes has lost to in the postseason has been a team quarterback by Bengals. I forgot about the Bengals. But besides the Bengals, a team quarterback by Tom Brady. So
that's it.
I'm not really counting them out against any team. Do I pick them over any team? But I don't count them out against no team. That's all I'm gonna say. I might not say I'm always pick them, but I'm not gonna count them out to get the job done.
I'm not betting against them at all.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, those are our quarter of the season takes, what we've seen from the NFL season so far. Let us know how y'all feel. Let us know y'all takes in the comment section below. or interact with us in our DMs. We will be posting this question as well on our Instagram at Before the Horn Podcast. Make sure to interact with us with that as well. We'll be reposting those. All right, moving on to the next topic of the night. We'll move into week 6 of college football. I can't believe I'm saying this, but we are in week 6 of college football already. All right. So for the first game we're going to talk about, as Maryland is traveling to Ohio to take on number 4 ranked Ohio State in a Big Ten matchup.
I mean, 2-5-0 teams. Maryland's not ranked, which I don't know why. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like they should be probably top 25, but I'm going to go with Ohio State in this. Ohio State's rolling now, man. They getting it going now. They actually starting to look good. They're not looking as good as everybody thought they was, but they're starting to actually get the offense going. I feel like Ohio State is gonna, at the shoe. It's at the shoe too. Maryland been playing good football, but I got Ohio State by a big one.
Now, I wouldn't say Ohio State is rolling. They finally got a solid win, but I don't think they're rolling. Their offense still needs to be better before they're rolling. But I got Ohio State in this one as well. Ohio State gets the job done. Don't get me wrong. I like Tualia Tagovailoa. He's a very solid quarterback. They've been winning some good games. But essentially, they haven't played anybody big either or anybody good as well. This is their first real test. But I like Ohio State to get this one, especially coming off a bye. So you kind of have 2 weeks to prep for that Maryland team. So give me Ohio State in this one.
Yeah, I'm right with y'all. I mean, Maryland's going to provide a big test for Ohio State. Maryland definitely going to give Ohio State a bit of a run. Who knows? Maybe they give them a run. Maybe Ohio State blows them out the water. But regardless, I like Kyle McCord, Marvin Harrison Jr. I like them in this game. I see Ohio State continue to be unbeaten. Moving on to 5-0. All right, next game we're going to talk about SEC matchup. Number 23 ranked LSU. They're traveling to Missouri to face number 21 ranked Missouri Tigers. We all got.
So I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be a great game. This is gonna be a good game. Missouri is playing great. Luther Burden,
the third,
is doing his thing, bro. He's a young receiver. I watched him in high school. He's straight from out of St. Louis, picked to stay home, and he is looking like a top receiver in the nation right now. I'm not gonna lie. He's gonna give these LSU DBs fits. Deuce Chestnut, he's a Jersey guy. I like him, but I'm gonna be honest. He's not doing nothing with Luther Burden. They've been playing great football in general. Offensively, they've been putting up points on some very good teams. I like Mizzou, but I'm going to be honest, I like LSU a little bit better. They did take that L to Ole Miss last week. It was a late one, but all right, yeah, y'all told me, okay, y'all did. Y'all both took Ole Miss.
I picked LSU.
Not y'all.
I picked LSU.
Oh, yeah, you did. He picked Ole Miss.
It was him.
He did pick Ole Miss.
It was just Khalil. You know, he feeling himself. That's what I'm saying. He feeling himself.
I'm going to be honest, though, bro. If you watch that game, it was a pretty well-fought game by both teams. It could have went
either way.
I said it was going to be a good game. I just said
it was a well-fought game, bro. And Ole Miss really did deserve that win. They did. But moving on, I feel like LSU, I mean, we looked at the way they played after they lost to Florida State. Bro, they're a pretty good bounce-back team. I feel like they're going to come back, and they're going to punch Missouri in the mouth. But big offensive game.
LSU in this one as well. Kind of mentioned with the last teams that we talked about. Mizzou, the biggest matchup they played was Kansas State. They won by 3 against Kansas State. But other than that, I don't think they really played anybody that's formidable or that you think is going to be doing anything. As far as LSU, they lost to 2 very good teams this year. I think LSU is just a level above them. I think LSU and Jaden Daniels and these boys get the job done again.
You know, every time I pick LSU, they lost. week one, and then last week, and it's kind of getting unbearable for me. But you know, this college football, this is gonna happen, especially when you play in the SEC, where you play good teams out of conference. Missouri is undefeated; they've been playing really well, but LSU is just a much more talented and better team. So give me Jaden Daniels and LSU for this one.
I'm telling you, as long as you follow me, I won't lead you the wrong direction. I won't give you the wrong direction.
I'm not listening to you.
That's the problem now.
Nah, whatever. All right, sticking with the SEC, we're going to move on to our next matchup. Number 11 ranked Alabama. They're traveling to Kyle Field to face Texas A&M, who is unranked but 4-1. Who y'all got in this one?
Now, we know Kyle Field and College Station is about to go up this weekend. It is fun to be lit. I can promise you, I wish I was going. I was supposed to be going.
Hey,
I'm not gonna lie,
shout out to my boy. Hey, shout out to my boy Wayne Staub. Hey, Wayne, I'm about to get a one-way plane ticket over there right quick. For real, for real.
Yeah, my boy Wayne be going up at Texas A&M, boy. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I got A&M for the upset in College Station. I like Bama as a whole, other than the quarterback situation, what they got going on there is pretty nasty. I still don't like Jalen Milroe. He looked a little bit better than he's been looking, but he still doesn't look like that guy. And I like Connor Wigman better. I'm gonna be honest. I like him a little bit better. I like that A&M receiving game better with Evan Stewart. Alabama really can't pass the ball. Their offense really isn't too good. And that A&M front seven is pretty legit. I'm gonna be honest. Even though they are a very underwhelming team, if you ask me, they have been underperforming for what we thought they was gonna be with that historically good recruiting class that they had a couple years ago. It seems like they still can't put it together, but I do like A&M in this matchup. You know, Jimbo versus Saban is always going to be a good one.
Always goes
Jimbo
down.
always got a lot to say about Saban, and Saban always got a lot to say about Jimbo. I want to see this. It's going to be a great game, but I got A&M coming up on top, late field goal to win it.
Give me Bama. I'm not picking against Bama. I'm not. I get it. I get all the hype. They lost in College Station 2 years ago, the whole 9 yards. But I just like Nick Saban against his former assistants. He doesn't lose to them much or even twice.
Right? Everybody's his former assistant, though.
And he don't lose.
His coach tree is huge. His coach tree is huge. You can't
lie.
Yeah, bro. Like everybody knows about Saban.
Only person who has his number right now is Kirby Smart, and that's because that Georgia team that he put together
team is
last
stacked.
year.
That's a fact.
This Texas A&M team has been kind of underwhelming for me. I think what it is that Miami lost, I'm still not happy about, but I just don't think I don't think they get it done against a solid Bama team. We could talk about their whole situation, Bama quarterback situation, all that. But Jalen Milroe is pretty solid. The only bad game we really seen from Bama is the one game where Milroe did not play. He looked decent in every game besides the Texas game, and Texas is a top team in the nation. But besides that, every other team that they play, they've looked good against. You could even mention the Ole Misses and teams like that. They look good against them. So I'm going with Bama in this one.
Give me Alabama in this game as well. You know, they lost, like Khalil mentioned, they lost in College Station 2 years ago. I don't see that happening again. A&M, their only loss came against Miami, which was a bad loss, but they've improved since then. I like Evan Stewart at receiver, but I just like Alabama more on the offensive and defense side of the ball. Connor Wigman is having a better season than Jalen Milroe. Alabama, their only kind of situation where they're looking bad at is quarterback. But we talked about Alabama before, saying like this isn't past Alabama teams. But regardless of that, I just trust Nick Saban a little bit more in this game. I think it's gonna be a close game, but give me number 11 ranked Alabama in College Station getting a W. All right, moving on to the next game. We're gonna stick with the SEC. Number 20th ranked Kentucky traveling to Athens to face number 1 ranked Georgia Bulldogs. Who y'all got in this game?
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I mean, it will be a no-brainer to pick Georgia on this. I like Georgia. I am gonna go with Georgia just because they're winning games, bro. They're still winning. I'm gonna be honest. They don't really look too good, though. They don't look very impressive. They don't look like the Georgia team we seen a couple years ago. I'm gonna be honest. I like Kentucky. I really do. Like this starter, Devin Laurie. You know, he's a Jersey guy. I like their running game that they got. I mean, bro, Kentucky's playing good football. I feel like they're gonna punch Georgia in the mouth a couple times. I see Kentucky having a lead in this game a couple times, but I got Georgia just going away with it, man. I'm gonna be honest. It's hard to beat Georgia, bro. They have too much firepower, too good on defense. You know what Brock Bowers does. We don't even gotta bring that guy up. He is an animal. Georgia's gonna come out with this win, man. It's gonna come out late if you ask me. They got Georgia favored at 93%, which I feel like is a little too high if you look at the way Georgia been playing. But I guess that's just what people think is gonna happen. I think it's gonna be a way closer game than that. But give me Georgia late in the game.
I like what you said. I like your points and everything, but I do think Georgia is overwhelmingly favored in this game, rightfully so. Kentucky had a very solid win against Florida last week, but when you look at how they won and what they did to win that game, it's like they rushed for over 200 yards. I don't see them doing that against this Georgia defense. And Devin Leary, he's been okay, but he hasn't been that good this year. He's been solid. He has 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. So he's shown that he can turn a football over. And I think in the last game that he played, he only had 62 passing yards or something low like that. So
that wasn't good.
Yeah, so when I look at it like that, I like this Georgia defense. I like Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers and Carson Beck just seems to figure out ways to get the job done late when it has to be done. And I think they get it done against this team as well. And like I said, I don't think they struggle with this team.
Yeah, give me Georgia for this one as well. I mean, we talked about Kentucky playing good, but I know he's from Jersey, but Devin Leary, he's just too inconsistent at me for quarterback. He is. Ray Davis in the backfield, though, I like watching him run the ball. He's really good running back. But I feel like that Georgia defense is going to stifle him in the backfield. I feel like he's probably going to have an under 100-yard game. That's just my take of this game. But just give me Georgia. Like, it's going to be a good game, but I feel like Georgia's going to kind of run away with this game. I'm with y'all on this one.
I'm gonna be honest with you though. Like Georgia just hasn't looked. I feel like that first loss is coming sometime. I don't got
it's coming, but it's not coming out. Like
it's coming. It's not
I
Kentucky.
don't think it's coming here, but I feel like it's coming.
And that's why then. Yeah, Georgia hasn't. They haven't looked the same at all. Georgia has.
Yeah, they still got Ole Miss coming down the line. They still got Tennessee.
Yeah, bro. Like they was getting punched in the mouth by South Carolina. They let UAB put 21 on them. You know what I'm saying? Like Auburn almost snuck away with that late in the game.
Exactly.
Like
Georgia has looked very sus.
I just don't think this offense, the Kentucky offense, is good enough.
It's gonna be the one to punch him in the mouth.
Yeah, like I don't think that they're good enough to beat them.
The reason reason I put it as such a close game for me is because that Auburn game, bro, they just didn't look good. Like, bro, Kentucky's a better team than Auburn. If they play the way they played against Auburn, bro, it's gonna be a close game.
That's true, but I don't see Kentucky being a team that punches Georgia in the mouth.
I ain't said they was gonna beat them, but I think they will, see. Bro.
It's a conference game, so we gonna see.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the next game. We got Sam Hartman and number 10th ranked Notre Dame. They're traveling to Louisville to face number 25 ranked Louisville. We got for this one.
I'm gonna take Notre Dame. We know Sam Hartman's having a pretty good year this year. He already got 1,400 yards passing and 14 touchdowns and a pretty good completion percentage. He's balling. On the other side of that, though, I'm going to talk about Louisville a little bit because I feel like they hasn't played anybody good, so that's why they're not going to be on the radar too much. But they are playing pretty good. I mean, Jawar Jordan, he's an LI guy straight from New York, played against him in youth league, so I'm always root for him. I really do like to see that he's actually getting some touches now after having 4 years at Syracuse and not doing a damn thing. So I'm happy for him. I feel like their quarterback Plummer has been playing pretty decent too. His stats is actually pretty similar to Sam Hartman's. But I'm going to be honest, bro. Louisville has not played who Notre Dame has had to see. Notre Dame, they have a pretty tough schedule even going down the line. It's not like just Ohio State was those guys. Notre Dame has played some comp. They didn't play no pushovers at all. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't really feel like this is even going to be too much of a game. I got faith in Notre Dame beating the crap out of Louisville. Then I got Georgia beating the crap out of Kentucky.
Right there, right along with you. I got Notre Dame in this one. Like you mentioned, Louisville hasn't really played anybody. I don't even know how they got in the top 25. They just beat
5-0. That's why.
There's a lot of teams that's 5-0 that I think.
I know. They're giving Louisville the edge. I mean, I agree with you.
I just named the Maryland team that's 5-0, and they're not top 25.
Exactly.
You're not top 25.
Exactly. But I just like Notre Dame in this one. Notre Dame, they get the ball rolling. I just not really high on this Louisville team. They're decent. They're solid. But like I always mention, especially in college football, more than anywhere else, there's levels to it. And Notre Dame is just on a better level. I like Hartman. I like that offense, and especially that defense. That defense is the strong suit of that team. So give me Notre Dame in this one.
Yeah, I'm with you, Khalil. Like, I was literally gonna say the same thing about levels. It's literally level to this, and Notre Dame is just on a different level. We've seen in comp they play, and they have more comp to play. Like,
I hate
it's
when y'all
not
use
on.
that saying. I just hate it.
It's true though.
It
It's
is,
true,
bro. I'm
but
sorry.
As an
it's true. But
NAIA
I see what
receiver,
you're
I
saying.
hate it. As an
I'm
NAIA
sorry, bro.
receiver, I hate it. I will
I see
torch
what you're
some of
saying,
these
but it's
D1
true.
DBs, bro. I know for a fact I will.
I'm sorry, bro.
Hey, I'm not down with that. We know,
Hey,
bro.
not saying like you can't, but
Yeah,
as a team,
keep it in the buck.
y'all not doing nothing with no D1 team,
Man,
man.
give Tex West Bama, you heard?
Oh, you tripping? But yeah, hey, give me Notre Dame in this game. I just don't. I think this defense just stifles this offense. I mean, Louisville is ranked 5. They're ranked 25. They're 5-0. But like they said, there's other teams that's 5-0 that's not ranked. AP just favored Louisville for some reason and ranked them at 25. But this Notre Dame, if Notre Dame can get out their way and not make this a close game like they have the last 2 games, especially last week against Duke, I feel like Duke and Louisville, they kind of on the same level, in my opinion. That's just me. But Notre Dame defense gonna get the job done in this one. So just give me number 10 for ranked Notre Dame in this one. All right, for our last game, we're gonna talk about the Red River Rivalry Showdown. Let's get it, man. Number 12 ranked Oklahoma. They're traveling to Austin to face number 3 ranked Texas. You all got for this one?
Mm-hmm. Every year, this is a hell of a game. Every single
Honestly.
year, and I expect nothing less. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm going with the upset, man. I got Oklahoma taking the win over Texas. Oklahoma's actually favored in this game, and
They are.
I'm gonna be honest, it's rightfully so. Dylan Gabriel is one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the league, in my eyes. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, just go look at the man's stats. Yes, Oklahoma hasn't played nobody that's too good, but I mean, bro, almost 1,600 yards passing, 15 touchdowns, 2 picks, and only threw 40 incompletions. Are you serious?
Yeah,
that is
he's killing
quality level stats, and nobody's talking about that. Let's not talk about the 2-headed monster they got at running back with Marcus Major and who? My boy Tawee. My guy. My guy. Yes, he's been getting a lot of snaps. My boy been getting a lot of carries. My boy been running over a lot of people. I can't believe my guy is doing this, and he's going to continue to do this. I got Oklahoma. Now, we know what Texas has. We know what their offense is. Their defense have been a little too shaky. I'm going to be honest with you. Texas has gotten into a lot of games that they shouldn't have gotten into with teams. But we know this is a pretty legit squad at the end of the day. But I got Oklahoma in this, man. They're red hot, and I feel like they just going – man, this is going to be a great game, but I got Oklahoma.
Hey, Khalil, before you go, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. This game is not in Austin. This game is going to be at the Cotton Bowl in Dallas.
Yeah, it's always at the Cotton Bowl.
I apologize, but Khalil, go ahead.
Crazy stat today. In the last 67 matchups, they're 33-1. So they've been pretty deadlock even. But I'm not gonna lie. I'm going with Texas. I'm riding with Texas. I think Texas get it done. And you mentioned this 2-headed monster that they got. Not really. I mean,
come on, man.
I know what you're trying to do. I get it. I know what you're trying to do.
See, I knew
listen,
he was
come on, bro.
No,
see, here you go, bro.
No.
You think I'm on bias, bro.
Here's my thing.
I can't, bro.
No, here's my thing. In 5 games, none of them cracked 200 yards yet.
So. They didn't. So what?
So like, I don't really fear their run game too much. They
you don't. But they've been passing the ball good though.
Yeah. That's
that run game complements it. They have a between the tackles run game. They don't got a flash.
I don't think it's an explosive run game. I don't think it's a run game that's going to carry you to a win or anything like that. The only way they're going to get to a win is behind Dylan Gabriel. And I like Dylan Gabriel. He went to UCF. I watched him play his first 3 years of college at UCF. I got a front row seat to that. He's been having a very good season, almost 1,600 yards, 15 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, like you mentioned. But I like Texas in this one. I like Quinn Ewers. He's been balling this year. That offense has been top notch, top tier. They just find ways to get it done. Jonathan Brooks has been a dog. You talk about a run game. Jonathan Brooks has almost 600 yards. That's more than Oklahoma's top 3 running backs put together. So just to show you, like, when I say there's levels to it. And then you got Xavier Worthy, who's another dog. I like Jordan Whittingham. He's like, they just got a complete team. Now they got a complete offense. I think this one can be a shootout, but I got Quinn Ewers making his Heisman statement and putting his name as one of the front runners for the Heisman because I had my boy winning it going into the season. I'm still riding with it.
You did. I ain't gonna lie,
You
yo,
did,
Brooks,
man.
the way he's rushing, it makes me think like, yo, what if Bijan stayed?
Bro, that's the thing. He was behind Bijan and
He was behind.
I
I know
forgot the
he
other.
was. Nah, I know he was. That's the reason why he got the green now, because them two went to the league. But I'm saying,
Yeah.
imagine if them two stayed with that old
I
line
mean,
and the way they're
he
rushing
was
the
the reason
ball.
why the reason why he couldn't get on the field was because of the other two. He was behind two NFL running backs. But
Yeah,
if you listen to Steve Sarkisian talk about this team going into the season, he said they have legit talent. They just couldn't get on the field.
They
Why?
do.
Because you had NFL talent in that backfield. But now
that
that
sound like
Alabama.
Alabama.
Yeah, it's like Alabama and they
It's all
quarterback.
about Alabama.
That's
Bryce Young was
literally
a backup
Bama.
his first year.
Not just with
He did
quarterbacks, every position with Alabama damn near, especially on the offensive side of the ball.
for sure. But go ahead, Will.
Yeah, I'm with Khalil on this one. Oklahoma is favoring this game, but I like Texas
bet.
more. So hey, this is gonna be a great game though. I mean, I really want to go to this game one day to get all the fatty fried foods and the fried cheesecake and the fried butter and the fried Oreos. I want all that, the big old turkey legs and the big old ribs.
If I wasn't flying back to New York, I would be there, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, this game is gonna be ecstatic. The environment is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a great game all around. Dylan Gabriel has been playing really good this year. Ty Wee and Marcus Major have been playing good as well this year. This is a good offense for Oklahoma. Brent Venables got his team turned around, but I'm with Khalil, man. Quinn Ewers has been playing phenomenal this year. He's only turned the ball over once, one interception. I like Jonathan Brooks running the ball. A.D. Mitchell and Xavier Worthy at receiver. Texas is killing it. This is going to be a close game. This is giving me 2021 vibes with Oklahoma and Texas, that game. And I just see Texas coming out on top.
Nah.
It's giving me that vibe.
Nah, I'm sorry, bro.
But this time I got Texas coming out on top.
This ain't CD. This ain't CD versus, you feel me?
Yes,
nah.
it is. The only difference is Texas got the upper hand this time. Texas got their CD. And
Texas won that game, though.
Huh?
Texas won that game, though.
Did they?
I said 2021.
Yeah, they won in the
I
last,
said 2020.
the last second field goal.
I said 2021. I said 2021.
Oh,
that's when Caleb Williams came in. He took Spencer Rattler's job and brought Oklahoma back in this game.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, you're right.
I like Texas this time. I feel like Texas does have the upper hand. But give me Texas in this game, man. Again, this is gonna be a great game. All these games are gonna be great games, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure y'all tune in starting at 12 o'clock Eastern on ESPN, ABC, CBS, all sports networks. Make sure y'all tune in. But those are our picks for Week 6 college football. Let us know y'all picks. If there's any games that we didn't talk about, give us an opinion on those games. All the games we did just pick, give us y'all opinions on those games as well. We want to hear from you guys in the comment section. Make sure y'all give us y'all feedback and opinions on college football Week 6. But moving into the last topic of the night, we are going to talk about Caleb Williams. His name has definitely been buzzing around in the media, not just this year, but the last couple of years, not only because of his talent and him painting his fingernails and what he does on the football field, but his NIL deals. He's making a lot of money. But apparently Caleb Williams has came out and says that he can make more at USC staying another year than a rookie in the NFL, which is true. I mean, he makes a lot of money with NIL. Pretty much, he's saying he can go to any team he wants to in the NFL. He's going to decline any team he doesn't want to go to. The top 5 teams that he says he wants to play for are the Las Vegas Raiders, the New York Giants, the San Francisco 49ers, the Minnesota Vikings, and the Dallas Cowboys. What do y'all think about Caleb Williams saying he could pick whatever team he wants to play for? How do y'all feel about this? Do y'all think he can actually do this? And what do y'all see for the future of Caleb Williams? You know, my opinion on this subject, we saw Eli Manning do it in 2004. And I know people are going to say it's Eli Manning. His brother was in the league a couple years beforehand. That last name Manning holds weight. Archie, Peyton, Eli coming in. Eli declined to play for the Chargers. If y'all don't remember that, he said, "I'm not playing for the Los Angeles Chargers." He didn't want to play for them, so he declined.
Because pitcher with the pizza face.
Exactly. I feel like if Eli can do it, Caleb can do it. And Caleb is making numerous amounts of money. He's making way more than Eli did back then. He's making way more with NIL right now. Caleb Williams is a generational talent. He's more talented than Eli Manning. He's a better athlete than Eli Manning. I mean, Eli got 2 rings to back it up, though. I mean, whatever. We're not going to talk about that. But I feel like Caleb Williams doesn't have the upper hand in the situation. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. I mean, I'm with it. He can do that, but at the same time, he think he can do that, but at the same time, I don't think that's how it works in the NFL. I don't think that's not how it works. Whatever team drafts him, he has to play for that team, or he's not going to get paid. He's going to catch fines. He's going to lose on paychecks. He's going to lose out on sponsors. Because once you move from college, the NIL doesn't stay with you. So I don't think he has upper hand in the situation. The teams that he named, those look like teams that either need a quarterback or their quarterback's going to be out in the next couple of years. Like, for instance, the Dallas Cowboys. Unless Dak plays really, really bad in the next 2 years, Caleb not starting over Dak.
Right.
Same with Kirk Cousins in the Vikings. No, maybe with the Raiders because Jimmy Garoppolo is trash. So you could go over there and start. You can go start in New York. The Giants suck. Go ahead. San Fran. If Brock Purdy, I mean, he fits Kyle Shanahan's scheme. If he keeps doing good, he's in for a payday in like 2 years. So the teams that Caleb Williams wants to play for, it's not kind of likely. But all in all, I don't think he has the upper hand in the situation. I don't think he can do that. That's not how this works. I mean, if it was how it worked, I mean, go ahead. But again, when you're drafted to the NFL, that team pays you to play football. And Caleb Williams, we know if he gets drafted, he's going to be a starting quarterback day one for that team whenever he gets drafted on. He's too talented to be riding the bench to be a backup. Unless you bring a vet in for him to learn behind. But even he's not going to sit behind that vet. They're going to throw him in. They're going to throw him in week one. But that's just my opinion on the situation. I don't think this situation favors Caleb Williams, whatever he's trying to put out there.
Here's the thing. In my eyes, I feel like the way he voiced it was wrong. I don't feel like that's a realistic thing for you to say that you gonna only play for a select amount of teams and all that. I don't feel like that's realistic at all. But I feel like it's something that could potentially be done. Now, will it happen? I feel like the chances is really, really, really slim. Again, like you said, we seen Eli Manning do it. All right, so we seen somebody voice that they don't want to play for this team. Get me a trade, get me out of here. I don't want to play for them. And they seen it happen. We seen it happen. On draft day, they did trade Phillip Rivers for Eli and another pick just to make it fair. But so it's not like it's not possible. Yes, the way he made it sound and the way he voiced it, and I don't even think that was something you should have said in general. I feel like that honestly knocks you off of a lot of teams' lists just off of that, regardless.
That's going to affect his draft stock for sure.
Yeah, it really is going to affect his draft stock. I don't feel like he should have did that in the first place. As far as him keeping it as, if the right team isn't there, I'm going to go back to college. I feel like that was all you needed to say. You didn't really need to say all the rest. The teams you want to play for, all that doesn't really help your case at all for what you're trying to do. I'm gonna be honest with you. But again, I don't feel like it's something that can't happen. It's very unrealistic that it will, but I do feel like it's still something that can happen. Again, his football scholarship is good to a master's. So he could stay in college for another 2-3 years if he wanted to be sure, to be 100% honest. Now, what would actually happen in them 2-3 years? I don't know. Again, he still does have 2 years of eligibility yet. He still could play football. I'm pretty sure he still has a grad year, so he could still play again. He could still play another year. Like, it's stuff that can happen that can really go in his favor. Why he would do that, I don't know. I don't feel like that would be a smart choice at all, especially when age is a thing.
Exactly.
But I don't feel like it's something that can't happen, but it is very unrealistic.
All right. So I'm gonna attack this from a couple of different angles. Well, let's start with the NIL money and stuff like that. When you talk about he can make more in college than in NFL, that's a lie. His NIL valuation is $2.7 million. Bryce Young made $24 million upfront signing bonus when he signed his contract. He's going number 1 overall. So I'm looking at it from there.
100%.
Bryce Young contract-wise makes over $6 million. He got $24 million upfront. So you're getting more money upfront. One, you're going to still have your brand deals. You're still going to be on par with these brand deals. It's not like you're going to lose your brand deals. You're still going to be doing Heisman House and stuff like that. Only one I could really see him losing is the Wendy's one if they want to stay more in college. But besides that, like, he's still going to have a lot of brand deals. So I don't think he's still going to get sponsorship money either way. And then when you go to the part about him calling shots and him picking his team, and if it's not the team he wants, he could go back to college or whatever. I'm sorry, my boy, this is not college basketball. Once you declare, you declare. In college basketball, you could declare, put your name out there, talk to teams,
And then
you go back.
withdraw.
You can't do that. Once you're in, you're in. And I'm sorry, you're going number one. Whoever team picks you, they're picking number one. And you like y'all mentioned the Eli Phillip Rivers comparison because that's the only people that you think can do this. So do you think it's going to be a Drake May, Caleb Williams thing? Like, come on, let's listen to those names. It's not happening. When you talk about generational talent, like we're talking about Trevor Lawrence, Andrew Luck, Peyton Manning. Those are the guys he's been compared to as far as college prospects coming out. Those guys.
Was Eli's a generational talent?
No, he was not.
He
No,
wasn't because his
he
last
wasn't.
name though.
I'm talking about as general. I'm talking about Peyton. Peyton was not Eli.
Yeah, Payne was.
Peyton.
Eli. My bad.
Peyton
was.
Andrew Luck, Trevor Lawrence is the big three names that come to mind. Is surefire number one generational changing quarterbacks for a franchise, and that's the conversation that you have Caleb Williams in. So when you're in that conversation, you're not. No team is passing up on you. Whoever got the number one pick, they're taking Caleb Williams without a doubt.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You don't get to dictate
unless you're the Bengals. Unless you're the Bengals.
Unless you already have a quarterback, and then
that you have paid already for the next 5-6 years.
That's when they trade the pick away, as you've seen with the Chicago Bears last year. They had a quarterback, so they traded a pick. They traded their first round pick because they didn't need Bryce Young. But so there's no way for him to call his shot. It's the NFL with those 31 owners, dude. They lay down the law. I haven't seen nobody beat those 31 owners yet. I don't think 32. It's going to be Caleb Williams. No, it's only 31. Packers don't have an owner.
Oh, Packers don't got an owner. You're right.
But I haven't seen nobody beat those owners yet. So, like I said, if you Caleb Williams want to go the college route, I don't think he's going to do that either. Because let's be real, we've heard this from a lot of people. Oh, if this team has the number one pick or then we're gonna go back to college. But I haven't seen a player do it yet. I haven't seen a big name player do it yet. So I don't think Caleb Williams is going to be the first. Yeah, I get it. You can make NIL money and stuff like that, but that's not NFL money at the end of the day. Like I just said, Bryce Young got $24 million at the time of signing. Caleb Williams is not getting $24 million next year playing college football at the end of the day. And you're just on a bigger stage. You want to make a name for yourself. You do it in the NFL. You don't do it in college. College is good for the moment, but it moves past you at a point. So I don't think he has a place to call a shot. He really doesn't essentially have any leverage in it.
Like you said, you brought up basketball, how they have to declare and go back. I'm saying he probably not going to declare. He doesn't have to declare till what, like a month before the draft?
No, you declare in January.
2 months before the draft?
No, you declare in January. Like January, February is when
you declare like 3 months early.
Yeah,
3 months. Okay, I said 3 months.
The draft process for NFL is so much longer than the draft process for college. I mean,
I know.
That they're in that pool so much earlier.
He's gonna know he's gonna know who the worst team in the league is before that.
Yeah, for sure, he definitely is. But I still don't think he's gonna call. I don't think he's gonna pull that card. Like I said, I've heard multiple people say, "Oh, if this team gets number one pick or if that team gets number one pick, I'm not going to college. I'm staying in college." We kind of even heard some noise about that with Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence wanted to go to a select few team. But hey, he went to Jacksonville. He left after 3 years and he went to Jacksonville because they had the number one pick. And I tell you this, Jacksonville probably wasn't top on his list at that time, given the state of their team.
Nah.
So
yeah, because they had the worst coach in NFL history. They had the worst coach in NFL history according to Khalil.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it a bean though. Like if I'm a GM and I hear that, and I had even if I'm the Cardinals, bro, and I was projected to get him before all of this, before they actually won a game. But I'm scratching him off, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
Listen,
I'm gonna be honest, bro. If I'm a GM, I don't want a quarterback who doesn't want to come in and be a difference maker. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
Care. Why?
Because I don't care.
Because a quarterback can make or break your career. Look at every GM without a quarterback on their team. They get fired. But if you draft a quarterback.
Yeah, bro. But his argument, Caleb Williams' argument is Yes, when you're the best pick and you're the number one overall pick, 99% of the time you're going into a situation that is terrible. And
Yeah,
it doesn't
that's
work
true.
out in your
That's true.
favor a lot of times. If I'm
That's
a
100%
GM,
true.
bro, I want to draft a quarterback that's trying to come in and change that. Not a quarterback that wants to go to a team that's already established because you don't want to put in the extra work to change that.
I tell you this. I tell you guys this all the time. Name what top rookie quarterback in recent history has came in year one and changed their franchise around. I've seen it in year 2 and 3 and stuff like that, but year one,
Yeah, year
that's just
one,
the
not
nature
too
of the beast,
much.
bro. It doesn't matter who you are. Like
That's literally my point, though. That's my point. He's
so,
trying to name teams that he think he's gonna go to and win right away because they're not the worst situation. That
Yeah.
number
He
one.
wants to
That's
just
the
he just
reason
wants to
that he's
continue to
saying
win.
that.
as the top,
He wants to continue to win.
as the top pick, like it does not happen like that. It doesn't matter who you are.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, that's literally what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, but if I'm a GM, I'm like, bro, like, this guy doesn't want to come here and actually do something. This guy doesn't
He
want to
wants to
come here
win.
and change the notion. You know what I'm saying?
He
He
wants
doesn't.
to just he want to go to a winning
bad way
situation. He
to
wants to
think
win.
it.
Yeah,
You
this
got to
guy
think of
wants
it
to go to a
as this is
situation
a
where he's
guy that
already
can change
secure.
this
That's
franchise
cool.
around, put us in a position to win. Because like you guys mentioned, all he wants to do is win. You can win with. I don't know what Caleb Williams is going to be, so I'm not going to say you can win with. But he has the potential to be a winning quarterback and a generational talent. So when you're in that space, you have to go for it. Because what does it look like if you don't go for it? And that's what he ended up being. You want to be known as the GM who moved off of him, and then Caleb Williams ended up being generational talent. That's worse. That's career suicide at that point. I'm be honest. If you
What
don't,
could
if
you
you have
do
the
if he
number
don't want to
six
play for you,
and you
though?
don't
What
go
do you
for
mean?
Caleb
Like,
Williams, you have to.
I mean, I'm just saying, bro, and I could refer back to even Chad Ochocinco when he said it. When he said he wanted to trade from the Bengals and they didn't give it to him, and what he had that next year, he said he had 400 yards receiving.
But
You're not really gonna play for a team
He's
that you
already
don't want
established
to
in the
play
league.
for,
It's not
bro.
the same. It's already established. Listen, I think about the Zion situation. Zion wants to go to New York. All Zion wants to be at is New York.
New York.
Where's Zion
Pelicans
still
picked
at?
him up. He in
Zion
New
is
Orleans.
still in New Orleans with a $200+ million contract. Just because
He just got paid too.
it doesn't matter. We still hear noise about Zion wants out, but he ain't leaving that money behind. He's
Yeah,
not
bro,
gonna
but
leave
I'm
that
gonna be
money on the
honest. You
table.
got to use a different analogy, bro, because you talking about basketball where Zion hasn't really played that much, but still got a top contract. That doesn't happen in football
But
ever.
no, I'm not even saying from
You know what
that.
I'm saying?
I'm just saying from if you don't want to be somewhere, you're not going to be there. If like for example, everybody said Zion didn't want to be in New Orleans, he wants to be in New York. If he didn't want to be there, he didn't have to sign that contract. But I'm like he had a choice with that. So it's all publicity stunts. It's all I just need to get this guy because if that's the case, the Bucks wouldn't have trade for Dame because all he wants to be is Miami. So if so, you telling me if you're the GM for the Bucks, you're not going to try to go get him, knowing that he can change your team around and put you in a conversation to be a contender for a championship just because he says he wants to be in Miami? That's the wrong way.
My boy lost his wife in that trade, yo.
That's the
wrong. They going through divorce right now.
Is he?
Yes.
Yeah. Damn.
And they said it got something to do with him moving to Milwaukee.
That's true.
Hey man, what you want?
That's life.
What you want? Career legacy or wife?
Yeah, facts.
Hey,
hey, leave me out of this one. I'm out of this one.
You asking the wrong one.
I'm just saying.
Boy.
I'm leaving you out of that one, bro.
I'm just saying.
Off that. Leave me out of that
one. Tom Brady got a divorce for his supermodel wife to go play football.
Fucking Brady though, bro.
Same shit.
Caleb Williams.
What's
Nah? I'm sorry, bro. What's
Dame Lillard wife to Tom Brady's wife?
What?
What's Dame Lillard wife to Tom Brady's wife?
Yo, bro, I'm sorry, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't never seen what she looked like till they posted the picture. I would have left her a long time ago. I would keep it a being like what?
Yo, you gotta chill, man. You gotta chill, man. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of that topic in regards to Caleb Williams. Let us know in the comment section what y'all think about Caleb Williams' comments. Do y'all think that hurts his draft stock or not? Whoever has number 1 overall pick this upcoming year, do y'all think that's gonna depend on if Caleb Williams declares for the NFL draft or not? Let us know all that in the comment section. Let us know what y'all would do if y'all wasn't Caleb Williams' shoes as well. We want to hear y'all personal opinions for real, for real. That is the end of episode 20 for Before the Horn podcast. Thank you for whatever platform you watched or listened to us on. We appreciate all the support, the feedback. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe on this video. More content is coming. Hey, make sure y'all stay tuned up for episode 21, which will be dropping on Tuesday on all platforms, of course. Make sure y'all spread this out. Keep giving us feedback. Keep interacting with us. We appreciate all the things you guys doing for us. We're going to keep putting this out here for y'all.
That's a fact. And if you want to do your personal due diligence on supporting us, I would really, really highly recommend you guys support us on our Patreon for as little as $2 a month. You guys could be one of our Patreon supporters, and it really helps us a lot because we are self-funded. We have 9 to 5s. We just take out of our free time to do this for you guys. We appreciate every bit of support that we get, but Patreon is the best way to go. On top of that, soon we're going to be dropping a little bit of merch. That's the best way to get some discounts and some free merch and to really just interact with us personally. If you want to argue with us, talk with us, anything like that, Patreon is the best way to go. But again, like I said, we do appreciate every bit of support that we get from you guys.
Yes, sir. And follow us on all platforms: Instagram at Before the Horn Podcast, TikTok and Twitter at Before the Horn Pod. More content's coming out. We love the interaction that y'all been getting, the love that we've been getting as well. Make sure y'all share this. Tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your aunt, tell your uncle, tell your dog, tell your cat. You feel me? Follow us on every page. Keep showing love. We appreciate all the love we've been getting.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, please follow us all on our personal Instagrams. They are on the screen. They will also be in the description box below. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank y'all for tuning in to Before the Horn Podcast, episode 20. We'll see y'all next time.
Peace.